All right, let's try this again. We're gonna be doing a I gotta I'm gonna get a game going. So I'm gonna be playing some Roblox here. I just need to remain calm. Uh, uh, I just don't know why. Cause I'm gonna be playing Restaurant Tycoon 2. As you can tell, that's my updated Roblox avatar. Cause I decided to adopt my Bandavian outfit as seen in there. Yeah, Roblox seriously needs to stop censoring words like this. Because I wanted to name it after, yeah, Pub Feed, because it's named after, like, the song by The Chats, as well as, like, yeah, it was also covered by The Wiggles, and most recently, Bandavian. But yeah, I just want there to be a lot of peace around here, because, I've had to endure over a lot of nonsense. I've been getting attacked a lot and everything. And all I want to have is a nice, relaxing stream without getting harassed. Because those haters need to buzz off and find something else better to do than just sit on the computer all day and just constantly harass and bully me all the time, because it got so worse to the point that I ended up in the hospital because I just want to just get away from all my haters, you know, because they just don't have they have nothing else better to do. Why couldn't they just do something else? The internet's not really fun anymore like it used to be. I'm sorry, because I have tr- I was trying to get past this, but the haters, they just wouldn't stop, because like, and that's probably one of the reasons why Danny decided to abandon his main channel. Like, when Danny this how Danny got stalked and everything, like, they wouldn't they wouldn't stop attacking him. but the way how I got attacked, it was worse than Danny. There were like these like there were people adding me into like these spam DMs. They were blackmailing me and forcing me to admit something I didn't do. I'll give you an example. Let me show you something before I let me show you an example. Take a look at this. See that? This is an example. Say, my mom does not want me admitting stuff. He said, "You need to admit." Like, oh yes, you will admit it. Like, I swear, if you don't admit, then I will fucking call the cops. And here's another. And here's another. This is the last one I have here. Say, if you leave, you're a pedophile. And like, you're forcing me to admit it. He said, yes. Like, admit it. This is just pure blackmail. I just I just don't understand why. Like, I'm just now worried that somebody's gonna come in here and like, because if that person ends up messaging my mutuals in this group, I feel like everyone's gonna dump me again because they think that this Sean or Blip, or whatever this person is, thinks that he's telling the truth when he's not. I do not want to live in punishment for the rest of my life. I just really, really want these awful hate sites taken down. I want them all taken down. And like, they think that, oh, we're not doing anything wrong. All we're doing is stating facts. When they're not really doing that. They just do this by bullying me. And especially how Alex does it. You know? You know how Alex does it? Because every time he criticizes me, he just adds insults and bullying, and it just makes it difficult or more harder for me to improve. And heck, even Dan got involved in this, and probably even Blue G around that time. And oh, I can't even speak because my brother's making too much noise. Sorry about that. But yeah, I I just want to ignore my haters. They're just waste of time. I don't know why, but yeah, they make. You know how they made the situation worse? Like, how were they able to get a hold of my home address when that's supposed to be kept private? I would never do something like. I would never leak anyone's info. I feel like I just cannot stand the internet anymore. Ugh. I tried to leave, but my mom does not want me deleting my accounts because I was told that if I did not delete my accounts, then users will continue harassing me. A user of that infamous website will continue harassing me. When I told my mom about this, she did not believe me one bit, and she got angry with me and called that person out. She even told me that if I delete my accounts, then people are going to start impersonating me. And you know damn well I hate being impersonated. I really hate being impersonated a lot. Because I have been impersonated many times. And yet they claim that I'm behind those accounts when I'm not. Because you know how, you want to know something else about those DMs? Because every time I would just leave, they would add me back in instantly. You know what I'm you get what I mean here? Yeah, because when I after I leave, they start saying stuff like, "Oh, add him back in." Like, "Oh, what a pussy! Add him back in." Yeah, this I do not want to listen to my haters at all. I never do. All I want to do is focus on my content. I am not a manipulator. I am not. I am really sick of being stalked. I really am. I wish that thread was never made. But now I feel like I'm what's posted is probably going to stay on the internet forever. Every every hateful comment that Dan said about me is probably going to stay on there forever. No, I have been I've been the subject of not one but many online harassment campaigns. And ever since, stuff began escalating. Because there was this that user, that dangerous troll, actually called, actually managed to get a hold of my parents' phone number, and they called in the middle of the night while I was asleep. I'm not joking; it actually happened, and that dude was streaming in the middle of the night. And they were claiming they had my Discord token. He even sent terrorism threats to my family and even threatened with a pipe bomb in the mailbox. I'm not joking, it actually happened. Like, my mom actually has the video downloaded. She actually has the stream archived. And yeah, Mr. Crack also was the one who raided Bill Carlton's streams. Like, his goons were coming in there and they were shouting the N-word at me. Yeah, he was the one who was streaming in the middle of the night. It's true. And even worse, he also sent rape threats as well. I'm not joking. He threatened to rape me and my mom. Yeah, I do recall what he also says. Like, Darren, if you're watching this, we have your fucking token, so you're fucked. See? That was what they were saying, and all the videos on his channel are gone now because he got busted by the FBI. I'm not joking. He actually did. Yeah, because my mom was the one who reported Mr. Crack's threats to the FBI. And yes, hold on. But yeah, like, anyways, as I was saying, I know like last month, yeah, I was visited by the by two detectives of the Indiana State Police. They too also declared me innocent. You know, I know this might shock you guys, but yeah, yeah, they've seen all the videos that they made, and like I mean they saw all the videos that my haters were posting, and they know that what they were posting is complete nonsense. Because and yes, the Indiana State Police actually recognized Danny's name from some of the videos. Yeah, I'm sorry if this shocks some of you, but yes, it is true. They actually know who Danny is too. Um, um, I don't know if I have it though. I don't know if I have the phone call. But yeah, all I want to do is focus on good content. I shouldn't even have to live in punishment for the rest of my life, getting harassed and cyberbullied until I die. I mean, like, why? Why would Alexander treat me like absolute garbage? I should have never worked as a co-runner for Comics Minis to begin with. Because I have criticized episodes that were too dramatic for a good reason. I just don't know why Alexander. I just don't know why Alexander would have to be such a huge jerk. We also had to kick Julie DePalo out because she apparently does not understand the truth either. All these haters do, they just gossip a lot. I never deserved all this. Never did. Because I really, really want that site taken down. I apologize if I'm gonna mention the site's name again. But I may have to get this off my chest because it is mentioned in that campaign that Keffels did back last year. But yeah, just give me a second here. I would like you guys to spread this hashtag if possible. So just give me a second here. Yep, here it is. This is the hashtag I'm talking about here. Because yeah, that website that I just mentioned earlier, it's a very dangerous site. I am never ever stepping foot on that site ever again. I would just love it if my parents blocked the site from the router so I wouldn't have to see that horrible site ever again. But you know, all they do, they just leak information, everything. It's just awful. Just awful. Even worse, three victims of that site, like three harassment targets ended up taking their own lives away because of all that repeated harassment. There was an autistic girl who took her own life away. And I think she was like the first one to do that. Her name was Julie Terryberry, and she was from London, Ontario, according to Keffels. Well, not only does the site well, to be honest, the site targets mainly goes after like people who are transgenders as opposed to like people with autism. Because all I just want is to have peace around here. Yes, that's where both. Yeah, that was where Julie Terryberry was from. There were two other victims who took their own lives away. The next one was Chloe Sagal. She was a trans video game developer. Let me take a look at the let me take a look at the campaign's website. Hold on. So yeah, this campaign needs to be resurfaced at this point. Yeah, the site was taken down by Cloudflare shut the site down, but now it was brought back again by a company called Vanwatech. So I'm gonna take a look at the website here. So yeah, here's Chloe Sagal. So Chloe Sagal was an indie video game developer. In 2013, she opened a campaign on Indiegogo claiming she had metal poisoning and needed treatment. However, she actually used the money for gender affirming surgery. After this information was made public, information which outed her as trans, she caught the attention of Gamergaters and Kiwi Farms. What followed was years of transphobic harassment, stalking, and death threats until 2018, when she took her own life by setting herself on fire. Hold on, let me tell you what Vanwa now. Let me put it down in the live chat what I'm talking about here. This is the name of the. Well, I just put down the live chat. This is the name of the company that brought the site back online. Vanwatech needs to drop this site. But anyways, according to a friend of hers, she had tried to talk through her struggles with suicidal thoughts on Facebook in the months prior to her death, but her pleas for help were silenced after users of Kiwi Farms mass reported her account and locked her out of Facebook. Following her death, news outlets would attribute the death to Kiwi Farms. Once again, the site's users celebrated her death while claiming no responsibility. And yeah, that is really brutal. They instead shifted the blame to Gamergate. While it was a major player, they were enabled by the information held on the site. And it would be disingenuous to say the two were completely separate. And yeah, one of Josh's other sites was gamergate.us, which was a way to send emails anonymously for the purpose of harassment. And Kiwi Farms denied responsibility and blamed Chloe for lying about the campaign. So yeah. The site needs to be shut down. And then here's the third victim. This was a non-binary software and emulator developer, Near. Yeah, for non-binary, I'm gonna have to use they and them pronouns for this. Yeah, despite the thread was short, Near found it distressing enough that in June 2021, they emailed Josh with an offer of $120,000 to take the thread down. In a series of emails, Near explained why exactly a short thread would cause so much distress, and they tried to negotiate any means possible of having the thread taken down. Then 2 days after the thread was rejected, after like the offer was rejected, and before Near took their own life, Near wrote a Twitter thread where they blamed Kiwi Farms for pushing them over the edge. And then Josh would make a long post, which he called the offer extortion, and even made the claim that Near was not actually dead. His evidence was that Near's death in Japan didn't show up in death records, and that the thread was too short and irrelevant in their eyes to cause self-harm. And then the widespread reporting led to the site being dropped by DreamHost and moving over to Cloudflare. And despite media outlets confirming the death, Kiwi Farms denied responsibility again by maintaining that Near is not actually dead, a necessity for them as Near is the only victim to leave a note specifically blaming the site. And yes, Yes, Kiwi Farms is also banned in New Zealand. This happened in March 2019. It was how Kiwi Farms handled the aftermath of the Christchurch shootings. It was where the site republished both the live stream and the manifesto of Brenton Tarrant, who was the perpetrator of the shootings. And like the shooter uploaded his manifesto and shared the links to live streams where he would broadcast his massacre of 52 people in 2 mosques. And yeah, that is really brutal. And one of the websites that hosted the videos and the manifesto was booted off its host. Yeah, 8chan was its name. However, users would take both the manifesto and the video of the live stream and redistribute it using their site. Then, shortly after, the New Zealand police would send a notice to Josh demanding his cooperation and finding the users responsible for spreading the material. And then Josh denied the request to voluntarily hand over all data on posts about the shooting, including the email and IP addresses of the people who posted it. And he responded aggressively and mockingly and posted a long, profanity riddled rant about how, yeah, he called New Zealand a shithole country and stated that he did not give a single solitary fuck what Section 50 of your FA word law says about sharing your email. Like, how is Josh Moon not even behind bars? Why is he encouraging this? Moon posted a long profanity riddled rant about how New Zealand was an FA word country and how their laws didn't apply to him. And he deemed the request a censorship attempt and argued that New Zealand authorities did not have the legal reach to imprison everyone who posted the video. Then, as a result, the government ordered all ISPs to block access to Kiwi Farms, and it remains to this day. Yep, Kiwi Farms was one of several websites that was blocked by the New Zealand internet service providers after the attack. So, in New Zealand, those who were caught possessing or sharing images or videos of the attack faced charges that could result in a sentence of 14 years in prison. And yes, New Zealand did the right thing to ban Kiwi Farms in their country. Not only does me and CWK want the site taken down, but you know who else does? Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yep, she's a congresswoman, and she got swatted as well by a Kiwi Farms user. Oh, it's not. Oh, and it looks like. So it turns out the Christchurch shooting is not the only one that has to do with Kiwi Farms. It also includes like the 2017 Aztec High School shooting. Yep, the high school shooting that took place in Aztec, New Mexico. Yep, the perpetrator, William Atchison, was a commenter on Kiwi Farms under the alias called. Yep, his alias was called "Fuck You," as well as other websites including Encyclopedia Dramatica and the Blockland forums. 2 days before the shooting, he posted an explicit sexual statement towards one of the perpetrators of the failed Halifax shooting plot, whose name was Lindsay Suvanarath, who herself had been an active member of Kiwi Farms before her arrest. Then, after the name of the perpetrator was publicly released, Joshua Moon opened up 2 threads for discussing the shooting and collecting information on the shooter and his online accounts for the purpose of mocking him. The forum's research was utilized and cited by counseling psychologist and author Peter F. Langman, an expert on school shootings, for his documentation on Atchison's online activity. Well, no, don't use Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's a very bad example. She's not a good person herself. She openly supports secession and is trying to restrict voter laws to make it harder for even people moving to vote. Oh man. This is why online harassment needs to stop. But anyways, please spread this hashtag. I want this campaign to keep going strong. Oh, you want to know what's worse? You want to know what's worse? That after like, there's something worse than getting pizza bombed. You know what happened with Keffels? Her Uber account got hacked. So this hashtag was started as it was works to end the relationship between far right hate form Kiwi Farms and the digital service providers that keep the site online. The campaign was started after users of the site published private information on transgender Twitch streamer Clara Sorrenti, better known online as Keffels. You know? So what the users did, they posted sexually explicit photos and videos, phone numbers, address, her dead name, and the private information of her friends and family. Publishing that information even led to threats on her life, both implicit and explicit, as well as attempts to end her life through false reports to the police about imminent violence, a practice that has ended the lives of other people. And since then, she had been the subject of further harassment, including the addresses of places she took shelter at, as well as infiltration of digital accounts used to expose further information, including financial information. Anyways, I'm back. But yeah, I do want to bring this campaign back. Yeah, this hashtag right here because this site, that hateful site, needs to be taken down. I really want to bring this campaign back. Let me look at what is Vanwatech. Oh wait, so it's Vanwatech is run by Nicholas Lim, who's a technology entrepreneur and software developer based in Vancouver, Washington. He and his companies provide services to all tech far right and neo-Nazi websites such as the Daily Stormer, 8chan. Yeah, because he and his companies provide services to these sites, including the Daily Stormer, 8chan, and Kiwi Farms. Oh my god. So, in approximately August 2019, Lim left Epic and announced that he had created Vanwatech, which is a web hosting and website security company also based in Vancouver. Through it, he again began providing services to the Daily Stormer and to 8chan. He remained a partial owner after his departure as CTO. And Jim Watkins, who owns 8chan, is also reportedly involved in Vanwatech. It says on September 6, 2022, Lim confirmed that Vanwatech had begun providing CDN services to the former Kiwi Farms after it was dropped by Cloudflare and DDoS Guard, following protests related to the doxing and harassment of Keffels. He said, "We maintain a firm commitment to our role as a neutral provider of internet services and not an internet censor." Yeah, I hate those type of people too. You know? Yeah, my mom even called my haters like a type of mob justice. Yeah, my haters are like mob justice. You know? They're like the equivalent of they're the equivalent of mob justice. Like, and especially like those users who have like this HXR in their username. I'll show you what I mean. Oh yeah, I was playing Roblox earlier. And I'm glad me and my family are left wing because we want to show equality and solidarity. Uh, so yeah, these users I'm talking about have like this in their username. Those are the type. Those are like those are those are just like the mob justice people. You know. Oh yeah, I looked that up. Yep, they're just. It's. I think it's probably worse than the. It's probably equally worse than the Holocord. Hold on. Oh man. Oh man. Well, here's another hashtag I also probably want you guys to spread. Here's another one I got here. Let me show you. Here it is. Please spread that if you can. Thank you. Thank you for spreading the hashtag, Max. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up here. So I hope to see you all on the next stream. So take care, y'all.